Are you ready to shock your tennis courts with a new Razor Soft string? Maybe this string is for you. Yeah, let's discuss Razor Soft string and discuss the differences between the carbon and white color. I think it is kind of special and very unique on its own. First, it seems that every professional player from Tecnifibre switched over to the Razor Soft from the Razor Code. The difference between these two strings is very small but noticeable. Yeah, from the ATP players, we have of course Daniil Medvedev playing with the Razor Soft string. He improved his results with this string on clay courts. Hard courts, he was always a hard court specialist, so hard to say the real impact of this string on the results. He had his ups and downs, and he's currently switching back and forth between the Razor Soft and Razor Cold and mixing with natural gut. And yeah, let's focus now on the string Razor Soft. So the first thing that is worth mentioning, I think Razor Soft is definitely not a soft string. I mean, shares some characteristics of both soft strings and stiff strings, and on its own, it's definitely not a soft string. It is closer to stiff-oriented strings, meaning you get more control than power and forgiveness. But in some ways, it deserves to be named soft. It's a very unique combination that I find hard to get in any other string. It's a mix of stiff and soft philosophy of creating strings. Let's also discuss this white color. I think it's not like clearly white, it's more pearly white. Players that are thinking about a hybrid, I think this one could be an interesting combination color-wise and performance-wise as well. Razor Soft performs like a soft string, semi-stiff string, but feels more like a stiff string, and especially when it comes to the forgiveness. If you mishit the ball slightly, you definitely feel the impact. It's more raw. It is a good and bad thing at the same time because it gives you a bit more control on the off-center hits. Other similar strings to the Razor Soft is, I think the closest would be Solinco Confidential. It has this very similar crispness. The response is actually also quite similar. Tension stability also quite similar. The main difference between the Razor Soft and Confidential, Razor Soft is a round string, so you get a bit different launch angle, a bit more through the court, a bit more feel of what you're doing with the ball. Confidential, on the other hand, gives you a bit more initial spin potential with slightly higher launch angle, but Confidential is still very neutral when it comes to the launch. I think I play better with Razor Soft. I tend to play better with round strings in general. They're just more honest and more consistent in response, and that usually is a win for me. If you're thinking between the Razor Soft White and Carbon, I think the difference is too small to be worried, but I think Razor Soft has a bit more forgiveness. It is a bit softer, slightly, and yeah, more forgiving. Carbon, on the other side, maybe is a bit more spinny, but the difference is very small. I wouldn't be that worried. White one has a slightly softer impact. Compared to Razor Code, I think with the Razor Code you have like 10% less power, 10% less spin potential. So it kind of makes sense that Medvedev improved his results on clay courts with the switch to Razor Soft. I'm still trying to decide which string I like more, Razor Cold or Razor Soft. Surprisingly, Razor Coat feels more uniform when it comes to the response and this forgiveness. Razor Soft, it can be tricky when it comes to the comfort on off-center hits. You really have to force the string, but it encourages you to hit out. It is a bit more rewarding to play with full strokes, fast strokes, and Razor Code maybe is a bit more forgiving when it comes to different swing speeds. Definitely Razor Code is a bit more forgiving in this sense, and you know, counterpunchers often find themselves in very different situations on the court, different ball heights. So in this sense, Razor Code kinda gives you more options to play with. Razor Soft, you need to focus a bit more, or the ball can jump on you a bit too high or too long. You have this small kick, small boost to power potential, a bit better bite, spin potential increases here as well. But if you are a flat hitter or using 18-20, 18-19 string pattern, your game is probably not about spin. So maybe Razor Code is better for those kind of string patterns. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out because the differences are very small, not only between Razor Soft White and Carbon, but between Razor Soft and Razor Code. That's probably why also Medvedev switched to it, because the difference is there, but it's a very small difference that enables you to switch over without much issues. Yeah, in Poland it is still a little cold, and I think this string kind of performs a bit better when it's cold, because yeah, it is a stiff string that is trying to be a soft string, or it is a soft string that is pretending to be a stiff string, so you have this very interesting combination. So if I had to choose Razor Soft White or Razor Soft Carbon, I'm going with the Razor Soft White, pearly white. I think black color in general is a bit more boring, and yeah, this one suits the racket really good. With the Razor Code family, I find the differences between the colors a bit bigger. Razor Code Carbon is not as exciting to play with, but the white one, phew, very good. Haven't played with the blue one, maybe one day, but the white one is definitely in my top 5 strings of choice. So yeah, one of the best round strings around. So guys, that's it for this short review. Leave a comment, say hello, ask me a question, and see you soon. Bye bye.